Holy crap, that was good. So what's up, guys? I am just really now talking into the video camera today. We are trying to, we had a busy day, but unfortunately it was really nothing to do with Blackberry Ridge. Well, maybe in an inverted way. Hey Duke, you want to say hey to everybody? Duke's doing great, by the way, in case you were wondering. He just ate dinner and now he is literally trying to be in my lap. So we had a long day of kind of some spring cleaning around here. I've stated it before, I believe, but we are in the process of getting ready to sell our house and possibly move out onto the family land. We may have one brief pit stop in between while we actually build our house. We might actually move into something else. So anyways, we're still trying to decide, but we're trying to get the house on the market this week. So we did a lot of spring cleaning around here. Today in Oklahoma was like, I don't know, the best weather I can remember in a long time. No wind, 80 degrees, birds are chirping all day long. I think I'm just even going to continue to sit out on the back porch all night long. It is just absolutely incredible out here. But I was mowing, weed eating, edging, doing things like that, cleaning, power washing the back porch, organizing the back porch, throwing stuff away, cleaning out stuff, just all the, Duke. That's probably not good when you don't have a tongue. Just cleaning out all the crap that needs to be thrown away and doing that all day long. I'm probably a little red. If you can't tell, I was trying to be outside as much today as possible. Really? Hey. Really? So I did a little barbecuing today, as I try to do on most Saturdays. I need to check the weather for next weekend because I do have a pretty good plan of what I want to do next weekend. This weekend was kind of last minute and on the fly with Easter tomorrow. I didn't want to make a big deal out of a barbecue this weekend, but I did do something pretty cool, and I'll cut to that footage here in a minute. I found some tri-tip at Costco, and it was cut up into steaks, and by steaks it was probably like, you'll see in a minute, but they're like 1.5 inches wide by 1.5 inches, 2 inches thick, and there was maybe, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 of them, and we did that, and we smoked some sausage. We went with, if you watched a couple videos ago, you saw where we did a sausage test. We didn't really like any of those. So I just actually, believe it or not, went with a generic Hillshire Farms sausage this time. There was 2 different ones, and we actually really liked them. So I think we've found a winner whenever it comes to just smoking sausage. I think we're going to stick with that, which is good because it can just be bought at our grocery store. But the tri-tip was like, I've smoked tri-tip as kind of like a roast before. And that gets treated a lot like a brisket, low and slow for several hours on end. And this time we did a little reverse sear method, where we threw it in the smoker for, I think it smoked for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half, and got up to about 110 degrees, 115 degrees. And I took it off and threw it on our, my flat top cooker, my cast iron big flat top cooker, and got a little sear and a little crunch on it. But anyways, I'll cut to that right now, and show you guys what all we did to prepare it and kind of some of the cooking stuff, and then I'll come back and tell you how good it was. Alright, so today we are doing tri-tip. It is focus. Beef loin tri-tip steak. These are kind of like, they're pre-cut from Costco, just like that. Daddy. So I pretty much do all the beef this way. I put my binder is pretty much always this stuff. I just love it. And then steaks, when I'm just doing super simple, seasoned salt, coarse, fresh ground pepper is key, and just a touch of that one, not very much at all. What I've done here is taken this fork and kind of aerated the meat like you would do in your yard, just to try to let some of that Worcestershire soak down in and make it delicious. So I'll show you doing that. So we've already aerated this side, so I'm gonna take and put some of our binder on here. Marinade, whatever you want to call it. I don't really call it a marinade because I'm not really putting that much on it, just enough for seasoning to stick real good and for it all to soak down in there. Daddy! What? Follow it up with our seasoned salt. A touch of garlic powder, not much. And some coarse ground pepper. Let that tack up for a minute, and then we'll flip it over. Okay, so flipped them over. You can see this is not rocket science. It's just real rough, real fast. Irrigating it. Irrigating it. Letting it breathe. Not really. So I've never done this before at all, and I'm going to be interested to see how tender it's going to be. It doesn't feel very tender right now whenever I'm poking it. So I think we're going to have to go a little low and slow, kind of a reverse sear method, try to soften this up. There you go. Seasoned salt. Garlic powder, just a little bit. And coarse ground black pepper. Okay, so we'll let that set up for a little bit, tack up, and then we'll take it and put it in the smoker. So the other thing we're doing is testing a couple of different other sausages. This is kielbasa, And then this is just regular kind of pre-smoked. I think they're both by Hillshire Farm. The other sausages the other day were kind of a strikeout. So hopefully, I think we're gonna like one of these. I just don't know which one it'll be, but my guess is probably that one. But we'll smoke them up and see. All right, so over here we have the just regular beef sausage. Here is our tri-tip steak, and here is our beef kielbasa. So we just measured or took temperature here. We're about 115, 120 degrees on these tri-tip steaks. So I'm getting ready to pull them out and take them right here to the griddle where we're gonna sear them up and finish them off for some good, delicious Saturday evening grub. So stand by. Ow. Little reverse sear action. All right, so you saw how some of all of that went. I don't think I did a great job of capturing everything, but I think you probably got the gist from what you saw. I kind of rambled about the sausage a little bit ago, but just to hit more on that, we've been playing around. We don't like to eat pork. We don't want to eat pork. So we've been looking for a lot of beef options. And I love barbecued sausage. I also love ribs, but the beef ribs are kind of a substitute for that, but they're still cooked like beef. But anyways, we're playing with that. I'm off subject. Beef sausage, I love it with barbecue. It's probably my favorite part of barbecue is sausage. So we've been trying to find one that we can narrow down and say anytime we're going to do sausage, we're going to do these because they're the best. And we've tried a couple of craft butchers here around town, and it's just not the right consistency. The flavor's not bad, but the consistency's just not there. Anyways, we went with, I think it was just a Hillshire Farms. I'll have to go look again. But that was just plain and easy and simple, and it's at the grocery store. Go get it. So that's already a win. But honestly, consistency and flavor was as good as everything else. Consistency was head and shoulders above. Just the texture of the sausage, everything feels like more of what I'm used to when having sausage. So we'll just continue to do that. The only issue with those is we kind of like hot links too. And they don't really have a hot version of that. So we'll have to play with that. Maybe you guys might have some ideas on how to jazz that up. I don't know if seasoning would stick to it or not. Maybe rubbing them down with some hot sauce while they were cooking and smoking. I don't know. So that may be the next step into what we play with in the sausage world. But I think we've found a good base and a good starter, so that's where we're going to stay. As for the tri-tip, so I don't know if you saw in that package, but that was about $18 and some change. I don't remember what that worked out to per pound. I don't remember how many pounds it was. I just remember it looked about the equivalent of maybe 2.5 steaks, maybe even 3 steaks. But it was all really good. I will say, flavor-wise, it was also prime from Costco, so that helps.
We're ready to dye our Easter eggs.
You ready to dye Easter eggs?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll be in there just as soon as I finish this. Let me finish this video, okay?
We're gonna dye Easter eggs now, like I told you that last night.
Yep, like you told them last night. Okay, so texture-wise, it was a little tough, to be honest. It wasn't like a ribeye where it just kind of melts in your mouth, which ribeye is my favorite steak, by the way. But it was still really good. The flavor was good, and it wasn't so tough that it was not that it hindered the flavor or the enjoyment of eating it or anything like that. It was just kind of, I mean, that was what Amber said. One of the first things was that was kind of tough. I'm probably not doing it justice by even using that terminology of tough. It was more tough than a ribeye, but not tough. Not like a horrible choice sirloin or something that you chew on for forever. It wasn't that at all. It was just not melt in your mouth like a ribeye. So would I buy a tri-tip over a ribeye? No. If money wasn't an option, no. But what I would have paid for in a prime ribeye tonight versus what that, it would have been 3 times that easily. I would have easily paid $50 in steaks tonight for what we bought for 18. So worth it when you come down to that and you're just trying to feed your family and you're not trying to be fancy or do anything special for anybody. That what we did tonight works. So I will definitely be doing the tri-tip again, I can tell you that. And it was just pretty neat and cool just to do it. And I think people would think it's pretty cool to come over and have something different like that too. The method of cooking it, the reverse sear, when it comes to ribeyes and stuff, I've done the reverse sear and I don't like it at all. I'm a traditional steak guy when it comes to ribeyes, or I'm just like having like a specific steak, like just cook it on the grill or on the flat top, and don't worry about all the smoking and stuff. With this almost being a roast and kind of cut into steaks, I actually liked it that way. I think maybe the reverse searing tenderized it a little bit more, because as we all know, when we cook those tougher pieces of meat faster, that everything inside of it doesn't get the chance to break down. So by doing the smoking for an hour and a half or however long, I can't remember how long it was now that we had them on there, I think was beneficial as far as that goes. So I will definitely be doing tri-tips again. I will probably definitely be doing that exact same method. And we found some sausage. So tomorrow is Easter. We're going to go in and dye Easter eggs and enjoy the rest of the evening and the beautiful day here in Oklahoma. And what are you doing, Duke? Duke. 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 Come here. What are you doing? What are you doing? Good boy. So that's it for us, and I'll do a little quick video tomorrow morning of the girls finding the wicking container bed with magic jelly beans, mini jelly beans, and gumballs. It should be pretty cute. So anyways, until next time, we will see you up on the ridge.